खबर की ओर। इंश्योरेंस सेक्टर में 100% विदेशी निवेश की हरी झंडी मिलने के बाद इस सेक्टर में कितने नए मौके बनेंगे, क्या घरेलू कंपनियों की चुनौती बढ़ेगी, इन तमाम बातों पर ईटी नाउ और ईटी नाउ स्वदेश की एग्जीक्यूटिव एडिटर आयशा फरीदी ने बजाज जनरल इंश्योरेंस के एमडी एंड सीईओ तपन सिंघल से एक्सक्लूसिव बातचीत की।
India clearly remains right now, one can say, massively under-penetrated as opposed to what our global peers are currently at. What can be done on ground?
So there are two, three things. When you look at penetration, I think the parameter we look at is in contrast to GDP and the premium size. No? But look at number of lives, I think India has done a phenomenal job. You would have covered like 3/4 of the population by now in terms of number of lives. But is it adequately insured? No. It has to be more insured, and everybody should be covered. Because a country which does not have societal protection to a level of every citizen, there's something missing. You can't be Viksit Bharat if you don't achieve that.
Yeah.
So insurance for all has to happen. Now there are two, three things which has to happen in this. It's always a collaboration with the government and the industry which gets that. Because if you look at it, let's say crop insurance, 25% of the farmers are covered in that. Now that has reached to 100%. Or if you look at even below poverty line, the insurance for that really helped. Before that, 10 crore Indians were going below poverty line because they could not afford healthcare. Now this has come down to about 4 crores or so, which is there. But it has to come to zero. Why even that? So there are two, three things I strongly feel that it should happen. One is if you look at India's number of insurance company, it's still less than 70. You still have a massive distribution, but still very small. And I was advocating for 100% FDI, and now that has got passed. Yes. Very happy for that. I'm actually looking for 1,000 insurance companies in India. US is 6,000, so though it looks large and it's 1,000, but if US is 6,000, why should India not have 1,000?
Yeah.
Now, two things happen when you look at that. One is you're talking of about 1,000 crores per company. That's about 1 lakh crore of money coming in. You're also talking of 2.5 crores employment generation. You're also talking of pushing boundaries and the next frontiers of getting there. Second thing is creating massive distribution. We don't realize, but insurance creates amazing amount of jobs in terms of
Yeah, it has a great multiplier effect. Yes.
So how do we when we talk of demographic dividend, how do we talk of and actually using it for the country's benefit and putting that to that? How do you reach the last mile? How do you put that together? A lot of work happening on that. And how do you use technology? Now you have artificial intelligence, you have all this talk about agentic AI coming in. How do you use it to augment, not to reduce kind of manpower, augment the strength of the industry to be able to reach to everybody? I think it's a mix of all this, if done systematically and done well, then I think we can get to the ambition of insurance for all.
What's the need of the hour though, Tapan? Is it regulation? Is it product innovation? Or is it just purely trust and the need to realize the urgency for insurance in one's lives?
See, the interesting part of this business is, and I ask this to a lot of people, when you buy a mobile, do you require a distributor? Do you require an agent to come and help you with buying a mobile? Never. Can any Indian in the world tell me that they bought a mobile because somebody came and showed them 10 mobiles and said, this is the best one, please take this one?
Then why for something so critical as insurance?
Yeah, it happens because mobile, you had the desire to buy a mobile. Insurance, I've yet to meet a person in the world who gets up to buy insurance. It is something in which you're mitigating the risk. Mitigating a risk, the point here is that you have to think that the human brain is not wired to see risks. When the human brain is not wired to see risk, it's good because that's why we've been in the cave still now. Then you don't see insurance something relevant. But if somebody talks to you, explains to you, you realize yes, it's very good and you buy it. That's why I said a creation of those touch points, to the last mile, and putting it together is very, very critical as to how do you do that. I think that is what's critical. And that's why I said number of companies, more distributors, using tech to bring efficiency, bring the cost down, putting all the ecosystem together is the effort which is there. And we'll get there. I'm very confident.
So, an important question and something that all businesses must also analyze and evaluate. How do you balance growth with profitability in a very price-sensitive and a very, very competitive industry such as yours?
If you look at Bajaj General, I think over years you have done that. For 24.5 years of in existence, and we have now become one of the largest insurance company in the Indian market, the top 3 in terms of top line, and in profit, one of the most profitable companies. If you look at our ROE to the market, if we remove the excess capital, it's been upward of 27% on a CAGR basis. And if you see that it is possible, we have done it for 24 years consistently. The issue is that one, focus on value to the customer. Be very obsessed with that. What do you bring to the customer on the table? And deliver on your promises. We have the least grievance ratio, even though we have close to 160 million customers, the 16 crore customers, but you have one of the least grievance ratio. It is, if you're obsessed with that, then you get the right price for the right risk, and that's how you do that. So it is not something to grapple with. It's how do you build your business focused on the customer and the value you bring to the customer. I think that is critical. If you do that, you can get this very easy, it's not difficult.